Hey! Excuse me. Excuse me. Hey, wait! What are you...
Listening to Psycho Teddy by Psycho Teddy.
I didn't ask, but... Hey, wait! Okay. The fuck?
Hey, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing on this lovely afternoon? If it's afternoon for you. We're going to be talking about piercings and maybe a little bit of music here and there. I'll dibble and dabble. But I'm here to hopefully make your brain cells intermingle with each other. It's a dead brain cell bedroom up there. For me, and probably not you. I've had a couple throughout my entire life. First piercing ever, which is probably the staple piercing for everybody's first piercing, is probably a septum. Yes, I've been on and off with my septum. I pierced it myself, and yeah. I think it's a good first piercing. You can always change it to a clicker, something bigger than a clicker, stretch it. It's such a creative way to express yourself, and it's one of the most diverse piercings I feel like are out there.
I feel like having a septum piercing was just so tolerable and like easy to take care of. I feel like for everyone it's a different healing process, but it was definitely one of my favorite piercings, and I always think about getting it back. My hole hasn't closed completely, and it's just a piercing that kind of goes with everything.
I kept my septum, I got snake bites, and I got an eyebrow. Okay. I lost the septum, I took it out, I was like, okay, no septum, eyebrow, snake bites, stretched ears. That's gone too. I took all my piercings out, and I had those for a bit, but I've always been a septum kind of girl, and the light is getting too bright, and I'm looking like I got sent down here to take something from you, so I'm gonna move. A question I get a lot is, how do I know which piercing fits my face? And honestly, there's so many piercing filters, and there's stuff you can always try out. So I think like, when you're about to get a piercing, there's usually a lot of thought process, but for some people, it's just an impulse, like some of them want to feel like Kanke getting his fingernail ripped off when they go get a piercing. And sometimes you need to bring someone with you if you're like pain sensitive and you don't have a high tolerance. Bring someone with you. But regarding if to know whether you will look good in it, there's so many fake piercings online. I think the best way is to buy maybe some gemstones, try it on your face, try it in different areas. The least expecting thing is probably the like one piercing you thought wouldn't look good on you looks amazing on you. Shots fired. I personally took my snake bites out because I had to take a couple of test digitals, and they're still kind of there. I can still slip some in. Before I went to go get my eyebrow redone, I actually kind of tried to squeeze it in there, but like when I got it redone, and to talk about getting your piercing redone if you take it out, there's gonna be a couple of crunches. Like, you want an example really quickly? It's gonna sound a little something like... But you know, that was just for me. Other people may be different. You know, like when I got mine re-pierced, that shit was crunchy, okay? It was crunchy. Middle part reveal, so we can talk about this. So I think it's a good way to know what piercing to get is you need a full... Please stay. You need a full view of your face. Let me back up a little bit so you get like a full shot, just my face. And kind of analyze yourself. Like I said, the gyms, good method to see. But yeah, you want to know what was an impulse, sort of? None of this. That's just because of how I am as a person. I feel like I need so much time to think, and I'll go like, no. I'll be like, yeah, no, and then I finally do it, and it's done. I do plan on getting my snake bites back, possibly, and that's just a whole nother conversation for another day. Now my indecisivenessers, please beware and be careful, because I know there's some people who freak out when I get their first piercing and stuff. There's a couple of people who freak out. Piercers will always tell you to get it done professionally. Please listen to them. Listen to them. I swear you need to listen to them. I pierced my own nose, and I didn't hit the sweet spot the first time. The second time it was good. But, you know, there's tutorials online, I know that. And if you're, hey, whatever floats your shenanigan boat, hey. But the most recommended way is to go to a piercing. So,
hopefully you've kind of had your brain process some thoughts about piercings. I'm gonna be asking my camera person their thoughts on piercings and what advice they would give you if you have any questions. But first, you guys can be honest. Do these piercings suit me? Do you think they would suit anyone? Get a little shy, you know. What do you guys think? If it's a hell no, type hell no. If it's a hell yeah, type hell yeah. Or if it's a you would look better with none, type nothing. You can type what you want.
So, some advice that I would give to people who are nervous about getting their first piercing or are undecisive is get something that you really want. If you really want it, then it will be the money's worth. And also, sometimes you just have to stay calm. It's like getting your first earring. When you were younger, you were really nervous, but it was only a pinch of pain and it was gone. Now you use it practically every day in your daily outfits. It's going to be worth it.
Even the swelling.
Thanks.
Go online, look at cool ass jewelry. There's so many different kinds of jewelry, guys. Not just limited to a horseshoe and stuff. You're not just limited to the simple stuff. And there's so much creative pieces on Etsy, all that stuff. You're bamboozled with so much. Well, that's a bad way to describe it. You have an abundance of lots of stuff to choose from. So I think best way to know what really suits you is find what suits your taste. And that will guide you into knowing what looks best on you. Jobs and group settings. I feel like people make it minor, but I feel like oh God. It feels like people do treat you differently depending on your piercings, whether if you have none or not. And I can tell you this because when my piercings were out versus they were in, life got a little different. I don't know what was in the air. If people were not having a jolly day, but I got treated like shit both ways. But I feel like people were nicer to me when I didn't have piercings. But I got more compliments when I did have piercings. Like, wow, it highlights your features, or whoa, you look amazing. And for all the freaking piercing haters who are gonna be like, piercings make you a negative number, piercings make you this, piercing make you that, oh my gosh, get off the video. Get off the video, chat your girl, get off the video. And a lot of people are like, why did you get your piercings back in the first place? Because I felt like I was taking away a part of myself when I took out my piercings. And for some people, it's such a nice way to express themselves when they can't do other things. I feel like piercings are such a good way. But sometimes it does get in the way of your job and work and health code things. Even though I feel like piercings are like the one thing you really have to keep clean. Some people don't clean them for shit. And they don't get infected because some people are just goddamn like that, but it happens. But in workplace.
Oh, there's our work candidate. Oh, okay, here she comes. I think it's a pretty work-appropriate outfit. Let's have a chat with her. I absolutely love your hair. Wow.
Don't
really
flatter
nice,
me.
but,
Thank you. I
the stuff
just
on
got
your
it
face,
done.
The fucking metal. Do I need like a magnet to take that shit out or something? Because we don't allow that here. So I want you to take that out within the next business day, or we're gonna go ahead and search for another candidate. You're just gonna leave just like that? Wait, no. Okay, I was just kidding.
Hey, I just want to ask you a couple questions if that's okay.
Yeah,
Oh, it's about piercings.
yeah.
Okay, so like when you got your first ever piercing, like what was your first eternal thought when you got it?
My first, like when I was older, or like,
Like yeah, like when you first got your first like piercing on your face, or it doesn't matter which one, but like one that kind of changed how you saw yourself or something.
I guess I'd say my septum.
Mhm.
Was my first internal thought,
Yeah.
like pain-wise, or just like,
In general, like, was it confidence boost?
yeah. I mean, I was excited. It's a piercing I've been wanting for a while. I mean, I got my septum and nostril at the same time, so it changed my face, and I'm super excited.
What's some advice you would give to someone getting their first piercing ever?
Hydrate, eat like a fatty food and a sugary drink, just in case you pass out, because you don't know how you'll react to pain like that. Go to a good place with a good piercer that knows what they're doing, because a lot of these piercers, they be going slow as hell, and it makes it more painful and uncomfortable and anxiety spiking. If you don't wash your body properly, don't even bother getting piercings, because it's like actually, a little hole in your body. I know that sounds like common sense. A lot of people will get piercings and not wash their body or actually clean it. Yeah. I mean, it just depends on the piercing, but honestly, what made me like piercings more is just that the more I got them, the more like I got used to the pain, because they're so quick. And when it's in, and like there's nothing else. Depending on the piercing, sometimes the jewelry hurts, but once it's over, it's over.
Right. Okay, my last question is, what about piercing regrets? Like, when someone gets a piercing and they hate how it looks on them, what would your advice be? For them to like completely give up piercings, or
Regrets?
yeah.
I thought everyone goes through that. I mean, obviously you see my changes and piercings, and I've had some in and I've taken them out, or they've rejected. I mean, or like when I got my Monroe and I didn't like it, so the next day I went and got my Medusa. But I don't know, I just feel like it's a part of the process. Like, it's just like, I like piercings because they're in a price range where you can just go try whatever you want and take them out if you don't like it. As long as you're being safe with it, I think that's normal and something positive.
Okay. Well, thank you. Sorry to bother.
Oh, I do want
No. Thank you again, Nyla. Love you. Talk about piercing you want? Or piercings? Alright. Honestly, piercings can always make your look, and sometimes it's not for everyone. Honestly, it can add to an individual or sometimes lessen how they feel. I think it's very important to try out new things and discover what you like and what you don't like. I think that's the coolest thing about piercings, is that there's so many to choose from. It's like one of the coolest body modifications you make is getting a piercing. And whether you want one or not, I hope this video has found you well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!